Welcome back to ILTV on the Hour. We are live from Israel, bringing you the biggest headlines of the region. I'm Devo Klein, and here is your roundup of the latest developments that are coming out of Israel. The IDF confirmed striking terror targets in Lebanon's capital of Beirut earlier today. The target has now been revealed. Hezbollah's chief of staff, the terror group's number 2, Ali Taba-Taba'i. The terror chief was assassinated when Israeli fighter jets unleashed a wave of airstrikes in the notorious stronghold of Dahiya, a neighborhood in Beirut. Aftermath of the strike shows the building in which Taba-Taba'i was staying in absolute rubble, a guest house belonging to the terror chief. The IDF confirmed that the strikes were done in coordination with the United States, and the Prime Minister's office confirmed the strike in an announcement by spokesperson Shosh Bedrosian. Take a listen.
And a short while ago, the IDF attacked the Hezbollah chief of staff in the heart of Beirut, who led the strengthening and arming of the terrorist organization. Prime Minister Netanyahu ordered the attack upon the recommendation of the defense minister and the IDF chief of staff. Israel is determined to act and achieve its goals anywhere and at all times.
Now, earlier, the IDF struck and destroyed rocket launchers along the Lebanese border with Israel. The launchers were aimed and ready to be used to attack Israel. This in blatant violation of the U.S. brokered ceasefire. As the Israeli Prime Minister reiterated, Hezbollah will no longer pose a threat to Israel. And changing gears slightly to a heart-shattering story. In an equally disturbing and equally heartbreaking development, former hostage Guy Gilboa Dalal, who spent over 700 days in Hamas captivity, is now sharing harrowing details of sexual assault and abuse by his Hamas captors. In an interview with Channel 12, Gilboa Dalal recounted being blindfolded, threatened at gunpoint, and forced to endure sexual assault. Take a listen to his testimony.
כשאני מסיים את המקלחת, הוא גורר אותי משם במקלחת, הוא לא נותן לי ללבוש את הבגדים שלי, לוקח אותי חזרה לחדר שלהם, ואז הוא זורק אותי על אחת הכורסאות שלהם. הוא התחיל לגעת לי בכל הגוף, ואני קפאתי. אמרתי לו, אתה צוחק, נכון? זה אסור באסלאם. הוא הצמיד לי רובה לראש וסכין לגרון, ואמר לי, שאם אני אספר את זה למישהו, אז הוא יהרוג אותי.
According to Guy, this was not an act of self-gratification for the terrorist, but an attempt to humiliate, demoralize, and emotionally and physically scar him. Guy added that the public must understand that the terror inflicted by Hamas extends way beyond physical beatings, starvation, and even psychological torment. In his words, this was control by humiliation and the threat of execution. And in a separate story, Mamdani calls Israel a genocidal state in front of Trump. That's right. The New York City mayor-elect met with Trump at the White House over the weekend and used the meeting to repeat a claim Israel has strongly rejected, saying Israel government is committing genocide. Take a listen.
I've spoken about the Israeli government committing genocide, and I've spoken about our government funding it. And I shared with the president in our meeting about the concern that many New Yorkers have of wanting their tax dollars to go towards the benefit of New Yorkers and their ability to afford basic dignity. And what we see right now is we're in the 9th consecutive year of more than 100,000 school children being homeless in our city. And there's a desperate need not only for the following of human rights, but also the following through on the promises we've made to New Yorkers. And I appreciated the meeting we had and the work that we can do.
In a meeting that many assumed would go down as a clash of two titans representing two polar sides of Americans, the two elected officials seemed incredibly civil and cooperative in the Oval Office. This is a surprising development that most analysts don't know what to make of. And that is a wrap of this edition of ILTV on the Hour. Don't forget to scan the QR code on your screen to download our ILTV app. I'm Devo Klein, and thanks so much for watching.